they welcome cameras back for another series of Fletcher's Family Farm. Kelvin and Liz join us now. We always love seeing you because we get excited to see what's happening. Have you got any oats growing? What's happening?
We just love how you scrub up as well.
It's just literally, we were over in the kitchen. He went, they're a gorgeous couple, aren't they?
We have to make an effort when we're not at the farm, don't we? I'm not sure if we smell them.
Is it nice to dress up, come on onto the studio floor and dress up, not in the boots?
Absolutely. I feel so overdressed when I'm not in my wellies now. In fact, we had a wedding at the farm last month and I had to wear heels on the farm and I was like, I feel so strange. I need
Was
to
it
get
weird?
some wellies on. Yeah.
So the fact that you're now having... Are you opening this up to the public?
We've done a couple of public events already.
Yeah.
We've got a Christmas event this year there. So, yeah, but this was for a family friend, so it was really... We've never done a wedding before. It was for a friend of the family, and it was so beautiful, so romantic. They had birds from the barn flying through, in and out. It was really cute, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you were a little bit like... You can utter the immortal lines, get off my farm. When people are there go, and you're like, oh, what are you doing in that barn? Oh, no, don't. There's loads of forks in there. Or like,
be careful,
yeah, don't get off the tractor.
No, Dermot, I was encouraging it. I was there with the gins and I was like, yeah, it's a free-for-all. It was, as Liz said, it was a lovely... It was a different dynamic for us. We've lived there. It's our home for 4 years.
Yeah.
And then to suddenly see other people enjoying your space and it has such significance for them, you know, the wedding day, it's the most important day of your life. We felt really... honoured really to sit back and you know, as I say, I was indulging and saying, yeah, you know, have a real jolly up and a real party.
It's also the reality of farming, isn't it? Because you have to diversify to bring, you know, a lot of farmers having to do it, to diversify to bring sort of income in.
Absolutely, yeah. I think diversification, you know, is huge now within that sector. And us as a small family farm, you know, we've done that with our little holiday. We've got a cottage on site. Obviously, whether there's going to be more weddings and more events, who knows, but it's something we've enjoyed. But certainly, you know, farming is at the heart of what we're doing and we love it. I can't imagine a life where we don't farm, which sounds, you know, 4 years we've been doing this. It sounds crazy,
but... That's why the show works, because you're in, you know what I mean? You can tell you love it. You can tell it's your passion.
I didn't realise, before this even happened, you was actually going to move to America, see what's going to happen there. I mean, could that be on the cards in the future, maybe a ranch over there?
Oh, Kevin Costner
in the
over
future.
here.
Yes, Yellowstone on the Fletchers.
I'd love that.
You would love that.
There's a show in that, isn't there?
Yes. Fletcher's Yellowstone.
He does think he's Patrick Swayze. He'll be topless on the back of a cow. Let's do him someone.
Don't tell him that, Liz.
Sorry.
But you actually do want that
No,
to
I think, yeah, America was our little dream, and then, you know, obviously the pandemic came and it changed things, and it gave us not a different perspective as such, but we'd already kind of mentally set up for a different chapter, a different way of life, and that ended up being in a little farm in the Peak District just outside Macclesfield. So it wasn't California, but, you know, going back 4 years now, I honestly can't imagine a life without it. The kids are thriving.
Yeah.
Me and Liz, whether it's in wellies mucking out poo or, you know, it's just, we love it, don't we? And having the TV show and people watching the show and on that journey with us, I can't tell you, career-wise, it's been one of the most things I'm most proud of because the comments you get and people are living this with us. You know, it sounds, but they're learning with us, they're watching, and there's a bit of nostalgia. There's farmers watching it thinking, oh, I used to make that mistake. There's so much there, and we feel like we've only just begun. You know, it's just a great life, and then it makes days like today even more exciting because even though this is all I've ever known, you come and think, you know, like literally yesterday I was up in North Yorkshire collecting sheep, and the next minute, I mean, the whole variety now is just brilliant.
It's so good.
Because you're starting with crops this year, right? You're doing porridge oats, you do?
Yeah.
Well, yes, it was spring oats.
Are they nice?
Well, we don't want to give too much away.
Yeah, we can't tell you what's happened. But it's the first time we've done arable on the farm, and we're quite high up, so it's one of those where we get bad weather, it's quite wet where we are. Would it work, would it not? But we thought we'll try it, so we've grown spring oats. And you have to watch the show to find out what happened.
Oh, we can't wait.
See, they've still got it. Can't tell you about it.
So, so tell us more about the second series. OK, so you're going to grow some new crops, you're going to grow some oats, and obviously we see straight away the kids have grown.
Yes, the kids are obviously 4 children. Marnie, the eldest, she's the shepherdess. Marnie's 9 now. We've got
She's very helpful, isn't she?
She's a real help. Milo's still a bit of a hindrance, always dressed as Spider-Man. and the twins, Maximus and Mateus, who are just, they're 3 now, they are still a bit of a liability.
Great,
very enthusiastic. You need subtitles with Maximus, as we allude to, because he's obviously got a little northern accent, but he's...
yeah,
still a bit...
They're a handful, but they're lots of fun.
Also, I guess, like, 4 kids on a farm, blink and you're like, where is he? Where's he gone? He's in the silage. Get him out. Do you know what I mean?
So true.
It's just like, it's herding cats, that, isn't it?
It is. There's a balance, isn't there? With you want kids to explore
Absolutely.
and to
Yeah.
get out and get messy but I think for me as parents, you do always worry. You want to wrap them in cotton wool, and the farm can be a dangerous place. So you know, naturally, you want to be as kind of you know, not too strict, but you want to be measured with how much kind of risk they take. But we're very much kids get outside,
Get out there, yeah.
explore.
Yes.
I think it's
You
what a
know,
lot of
figure
people
it
love
out.
about the show as well. Is that it's almost the fantasy of the free range life, you know? It's,
Yeah, free-range kids.
Yeah.
That's feral.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You talk about the farm being a dangerous place. I mean, last year, it was awful. Thank goodness you were on holiday, but there was actually a fire at your house.
Yeah.
Well, how did you cope with all that? Because that must have been awful, the fact that you wasn't even there to deal with it. What happened?
We was away on holiday, wasn't we? Our first family holiday, I think, as six, and we got the dreaded phone call, you know, to say that your house was our neighbour had seen
my
it.
God.
So it was heartbreaking, and we got back, and you know, we obviously wasn't there, so we wasn't harmed. The animals were okay, but it's just. Anybody who goes through, you know, life is the ups and downs. You just got to think of the positives. And for us, we took great positives in the fact that it was we wasn't hurt, and it was just a huge inconvenience. There's you know, the restoration has started, so there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
It's so true. Like, it could have been so. Imagine if you was in that house.
Oh,
it could have been so much worse. But I love the fact that you're also doing this Christmas episode where is it this all about you, Liz?
Yeah,
Are you going to be
well,
the
it's
star of the
not
show?
I've been elbowed. This
Is he like in the
Calvin's the
background?
runner on this one. Yeah, we've got a
I'm
brand
prop
new
man.
show. You're
I'm a
prop
prop man
man,
as
you're
well.
What's
handyman.
happening?
We've got a brand new show called Fletcher's Country Workshop. And it's very much the other side of farming, like you said, diversifying. But there is this side to the farm where we're renovating things and we're building things and interiors. And it's very much a lifestyle show. So if you're into interiors, renovation, restoration, any of that, this is the show
But
for
Liz,
you.
you've got the eye, haven't you? With regards to interior design, you know what you're talking about, don't you?
I try. I mean, I really, really love it. I really enjoy it. And that was the silver lining to the fire. The thought that, you know, once we kind of accepted it, well, there's a restoration and a renovation at the end of it.
Yeah.
So it is something that I really love doing. And everyone saw us build the cottage. We went back to brick on that, and they've seen that journey. So, yeah, I think everyone's into it a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah,
Kel,
totally.
have you spoke to the police about this? She wants to run a restoration show. You go on holiday, a mysterious fire happens.
And you know what? I've not even got a part in it. It won't be long before I'm...
It'll be you next.
I'm like, Kelvin, you got the teaser? No, I-
Like an Emmerdale storyline.
He's literally like
I'm
Emmerdale.
just the farmhand, aren't I?
There are rumours that your character might be coming back. I don't know if it's true.
Oh, yeah, there's always seems to be those rumours.
Why does that happen? I bet you like...
I don't know. I mean, you know, the Emmerdale's in a... Oh, look at me that. Do you have to put those pictures up? Look at me. I've not had the best hairstyle, have I?
You've not changed.
You know, I think Emmerdale's in a fantastic place at the minute, and like many, you know, we're viewers, we're fans of the show, and it's always different now to watch the show that I was in 20 years. You know, I had some amazing memories there, but I think I'd be too busy. I don't think I could stand that 2-hour commute.
Yeah,
first
totally.
and foremost. So yeah, it's
Going on. Get your own Emmerdale going on.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much.
Fletcher's Family Farm begins this Sunday at 11:30.
Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning.